Hi everyone. On today's show, I'm just going to answer a few questions. I got several this week and they were kind of diverse, so I thought I would just go down the list and answer them. First one is from Mary in South Carolina, and she writes, her mother's on the other side, and she wanted to know if her mother sees everything she does. Meaning, when I go to the bathroom, does she see me go to the bathroom? No, she doesn't. Remember, your physical self is a little bit map inside of your vast soul. So when the other side sees you, they see your soul. They don't see your physical existence that you're living here. They just know if you're going through something rough, or you might need help with something, or they want to put a sign in front of you, or they just want you to know that you're not alone. So no, the other side does not see those tedious little things that we do every day. So just take a deep breath and know, they don't see any of that. The second question is from Charlotte in Atlanta, and she wants to know, do you get scared of seeing spirits? Seeing them all the time? And I don't see them all the time. And the reason for that is because I'm 48 years old and I've figured out how to not see them all the time. When I was a kid, I saw them all the time because I didn't know how to put myself in the physical world, because that's what it is. It's when you're a kid, you're so open to the other side, you think it's normal. Everyone sees the other side, and then you realize, when you're 8 or 9 years old, not everyone sees what you see. And, then you find out that you're not, quote, normal, whatever normal is. And then you learn how to put yourself in the physical and kind of put up walls, if you will. But just spiritual walls, just kind of like you put up this knowing for the other side that, okay, I'm busy doing this and I'm not open to helping. I'm not open to talking to you. And then, they can always tap on that. They can always say, need your help, and then you open up to them. Another question I got was about being a medium. Did I think that you were born a medium? Can you develop and learn how to be a medium? Yes and yes. We're all born with the ability to see the other side. We just let our environment and our parents and their fears close that down. It's learned. We learned that that's not right. Our quote imaginary friend, which isn't really imaginary, doesn't exist. And so we start to believe that. Because hello, our elders are supposed to be teaching us the right things. And they're just teaching us what they know. And yes, later in life, or any time in life, you have the ability to open that door. If you want to do that, I highly suggest you find a mediumship course, an introductory, beginning, intermediate, just to get a feel for what that path is like. What is it I have to know? How do I need to connect on a higher to myself and to my higher self to get to that plane of existence? Not everyone is meant to be a medium. It's not necessarily an easy life, so if you think that's what it is, don't go there. It's a calling. Just like anything in life, anything you feel you're supposed to be doing in this world, it's a calling in life. And you just want to help other people, and this is how you want to do it. But truly, find out more about it, take a class or two, and determine if that's what's right for you, and then move on from there. The last question I got was, what do you think about Sylvia Browne, John Edward, Lisa William, James Van Praagh? The list can go on and on. The idea is, what do I think of celebrity mediums? And I think they're mediums who suddenly became celebrities. Are they good? Are they bad? Indifferent? Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes we're really good. Sometimes we're not. It depends on how well we take care of ourselves. It depends on how clear we are. It depends on how clear the other side is with us. It's not just us as mediums. It's that person trying to come through and give information. It's how clear are they with what they have to say. Sometimes it's hieroglyphics. Sometimes it's, they give clues. It's like a game. And granted, that other side cannot tell you what to do, so it's up to you to decide ultimately what you're going to do with your life, or get on with your life, or get past certain things. But I think Sylvia Brown is great. I think John Edwards is great. I think James Van Praagh is great. I think they all bring something to this world and bring it to the masses so that it's better understood. And yes, you can say, oh, they've been debunked. That's bullshit. Sorry, that's bull. They've been debunked by those who don't believe. So what are you proving? You're proving you don't believe. You're proving that, you don't believe in anything above and beyond you. So what do I think of skeptics? That was another question I got this week. What do you think of skeptics? I don't think anything of them. I actually watched a Larry King live show where there was a skeptic on, and he didn't prove anything. If you're a skeptic, have passion about being a skeptic. Have passion about your side, that you can explicitly prove that there is no other side, because you can't. Just as we cannot explicitly prove that there is the other side. One day we will, but at this point we don't. And if you want to believe, believe. If you don't want to believe, don't believe. But don't waste your time trying to debunk someone or raise them up. It is what it is. I firmly believe in the other side. I firmly believe in who I am and what I do. I have been told that I'm good. I don't want the big head ego thing. Oh, she's really good. I've been told that I'm really good, and that's enough for me. That means that I'm doing my best. And I have to believe that every time I give a message to someone, it's exactly what they need to hear, whether I think the other side is coming through with good information or not. And there was another question about the prices that celebrities charge. Hello, they're celebrities. They're going to charge a lot. They have foundations. They have TV shows. They have people to employ. Of course they're going to charge more. I don't really think the price tag is in comparison to how good someone is. Just because they charge a lot doesn't mean they're good. I've actually had a lot of people tell me that people who charge $500 to $1,500 for a reading, and they weren't that good. And you just have to go with your gut. If your gut says this is a person to give you the right information, you go with it. And if it's not, you don't. Don't be in such a hurry to get the information. I think that's what happens sometimes. People are just like, oh, this person is like right in front of me. Oh, I'll dish out this kind of money, and then they're disappointed. Find someone you can trust. Find someone through word of mouth. That is the best, whether they're a celebrity or not. Find someone through word of mouth that you feel gave you good information you could use, information that was accurate to you. And that's about it. Oh, one more question. And it's from Caroline in South Carolina, and she wanted to know if I could read myself. Do mediums and psychics, give themselves their own readings? And the answer is no. And if they do, they should be shot. Truly, no one, and a medium or otherwise, should give themselves a reading. Yes, you can use affirmation cards. Yes, you can give yourself, a little guidance through the cards. But to give yourself a full-fledged reading and to give yourself the guidance you really need, no, you need someone who is unobjective, that can look outside of you. And I am blessed to have a few friends in my life where I can do that. If I have a question, I can call them. If they have a question, they can call me. And they know, and I know we're going to get an information that is beyond us, that is the third party, that is the other side. And you should not, just rely on what you get of trying to do a reading yourself or through your affirmation cards. Affirmation cards are used every day. They give you guidance for your day. And, they're great tools, but do not give yourself a full-fledged reading. You need more than that, especially if you're asking. So, and that's it. And I just saw lightning. So you know what? I'm going to stop for now and have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.